All right, stream should be firing up any second now, just in time for the bag of chips crunching.
Hmm?
There we go. No, just teasing. It's neat. I forgot to mute my thing, so I got an awesome echo going on. But now we're better. And we are going live with Princes of the Apocalypse. And let's see what we've got going on so far. David will be joining us in just a little bit. But the party has made its way from Scornoble down along the trade route. On the way, they encountered some kobolds. They met a trio of aspiring musicians. They fought some cultists, and they made their way to Greenest, where they met Escobar the Red. Escobar the Red let them know the trouble the town has been having, and that a group of orphans, folks from the town itself, had set out northwards to try and deal with the ongoing trouble with the dragon cult. However, the new noble company that has arrived has some work to do as well, and Governor Tarball Nighthill has asked to see them to let them know what the trouble is. And that's where we'll kind of pick up. So you guys have had a chance to get a long rest, so please make sure you take the benefits of a long rest if you haven't already. And the town of Greenest is available to you. Now, the town has suffered considerable damage. And Red, you okay over there? Yeah, I saw you blink back and forth. And, ooh, it's technology problem night. We're having some mic trouble. So bear with us as we get that done. And I'll toss a reminder to folks, we are participating in the silver store on this one. So you can earn silver by watching the stream. Silver can be refunded for all sorts of goodies for the players, and they can refund some themselves. I will not be giving out inspiration. The only way they can get inspiration and D20 rerolls and goodies like that is from the store. And it's okay. People watch later.
Joe and I are the only ones on the stream.
That's all right. This is not the prime time spot. We don't advertise the Sunday night one just yet because I am still getting used to the whole streaming technology, and it blew up in my face twice already, so I want to make sure I got that down before I start saying, hey, come watch us, and then it stops being watchable. But so far, it's looking good. Healy does rule, Joe. Any questions from those who are passing the technology barrier about their characters and what to do? Greenest, a little bit roughed up at the moment, so resources fairly scarce. A small stall is set up in town square where a gentleman by the name of Abraham Goodman is selling wares. It just looks like he's got a bunch of random stuff that he's trying to make do with as a general store. Obviously interested in acquiring gold from folks. But he's got a you want it, he'll find it kind of attitude.
I think I'm good with stuff right now.
Okay.
We did want to talk to the governor.
Yep. Governor Tarball Nighthill is ready to breakfast with you. I'm just hoping we hear Red's voice here. Red, try screaming at the microphone real loud. That always helps. Plus, it's funny to hear Acheron wince.
Yeah, have you tried percussive maintenance?
Yes.
Eat the mic.
Yeah, we haven't heard him say that yet.
Hey, Casey, what type of... are there any temples in this town or anything like that? Or is it just sort of just a shambles?
The Temple of Shantae, which is in the southeastern part of town, is the building that's kind of got the moat-looking area around it, was the primary temple in town, but it did suffer terrible damage and is nearly burnt to the ground. The other quasi-temple is further south of that, sort of the lone building in the very southeast corner, which is the orphanage for the Warren of Unwanted Burdens, which functions sort of as a temple of Shar, in that there is a acolyte or priest named Glumfellow who resides there, but they don't really hold services, which is good because what you know of Shar's services, they're pretty bloody.
Is he an evil god?
I
Can I
did
make
want-
a religion
Oh,
check
I
or
would-
something?
I would tell you.
Okay.
Gozer is very knowledgeable about Shar, Saloon, and Mistra, as they are part of the Dark Moon conspiracy, which is part of the purpose of why I've come here. Actually wanted to go see Mr. Gloomfeld if we had time.
Sure.
So what is it that you would like to know, Mr. McFeely?
Just if he's an evil god, or if he's a, just bad in general. I may know
She
already. I
isn't
just don't know.
necessarily. Yeah, she's not bad. She is an aspect of. Well, this is my shade saying it, right? She is one of the three aspects, the sisters. You can't have good without the bad, and she's, I wouldn't say bad, but she definitely tends toward more self-promotion.
Okay.
Did you know that what I'm trying to do here is align the two streams, the shadow weave and the weave, and if they align, I believe that all of existence will be benefited by that, and Shar is part of that.
You want to align the streams, right? Not cross the streams. That's just right.
They could be one and the same.
I heard it was bad if you cross the streams.
Sometimes you gotta cross the streams, man.
Fair enough.
So while we wait for David to catch up and Red continues abusing her microphone,
it's not coming back up.
Okay. Well, let's see what maybe Glumfellow has to say about this. So the two acolytes or priests in town, Edian handles the Temple of Shantae, and Glumfellow the orphanage. Edian is working actively to repair the temple, and he does have a few folks helping him, though most of the townsfolk are focused on the day-to-day necessities. They're out planting fields, they're repairing the things that they need to get the town back in order. So most of the folk helping Edian are the young who just a little too weak to be out in the field, or the old for the same reason. So the work on the temple is quite slow. Glumfellow, a large turtle, is in his orphanage, which seems to have taken very, very little damage. There's just a little bit of charring on the roof, but otherwise it seems to have been left alone. Where would you guys be heading? Over to see Edian for Shantae, or down to see Glumfellow at the orphanage?
I'd prefer Glumfellow at the orphanage.
Sure.
I have, sweet.
Yep. So the two of you do head down, and you see the old turtle moving slowly about the orphanage. He's got 3 children roughly with him, meaning they're in the same set of buildings, but he just seems to be tending the garden, and they seem to be playing or fighting, whatever that is that 5 to 7 year old range does in the orphanage itself. And as you approach, he looks over at you. Hello.
Shantae. Oh, sorry, wrong place.
Shard.
Hello, I have come a long way to meet you. My name is Gozer. I, like you, am a follower of Shar.
What have you come to take from me?
I am not here to take, but to give. Give myself in service.
If you do not take, you will lose. Why give?
To take is short gain. To give is for a long game. My gain will be to make sure that Shar is represented, not just here, but everywhere. And I may need your help. So
you are amusing.
that I am. If I were to say build a temple here where Shar could be openly worshipped, could I count on you to help preside over proceedings?
I will always help the Dark Lady take her due.
All right, we have an accord. I reach out to grasp. He doesn't do the normal handshake. He does the the forearm handshake. Gozer.
And
So he reaches out forearms.
give me a quick religion check, because I know you know a little bit about Shar. Let's see if you picked up any of the handshakes along the way. Ooh, no. You can feel that as you go to grasp arms, the turtle touches the inside of your forearm with one finger, and then as it seems some...
Is he a fratter? Is
Well,
that the
yes.
only handshake everyone knows?
So he starts
one
to
handshake everyone knows.
But then as soon as you don't, he just grasps your arm because apparently you did not create the appropriate countersign, and then he just gives it a shake.
That's fine. Shar is but one aspect of the Trinity.
But yes, it seems as though if a temple were built, it would have at least Glumfellow's support.
Sweet. And so, Mr. Glumfellow, how can I help how could I possibly purchase or grow reputation here to get people on our side?
I just take what I need.
Unfortunately, what I need this village could not provide, but it is a stepping stone.
Well,
Mr. McFeels.
Hello.
Hello, Glumfellow. Can you do me a favor and tell me your whole life story starting from the beginning in no less than 10,000 words?
It began with a kiss. My father stroked the fin of a sailfish.
It's okay. I'm good. I'm good at this point. It's fine. Anyway.
I was
Okay, so
wondering how long you were going to let this go on.
I want to do an investigation check. See if there's
Sure.
anything odd around this. Where are you?
Oh,
Boom! Look
Yeah,
at
well-
that sweet ass 5.
so while he's looking through his fingers, can I ask Glumfeld, what's the deal with the orphans? Are they of the same mold? Do they take what they need? Is that how they are instructed?
If they do not wish to lose, they must take. That is
Right.
the way of Shar.
How did your temples get away with so little damage? Just out of curiosity. Whereas the other one looks like it got pretty jacked up, you know.
I took the initiative and faked damage. And he points up to where a torch still sits on a little clump of straw that he must have tossed up there to look like the roof had been lit. And Healy, I don't know if you catch on to what he's saying due to your devastating intellect. The others, however, definitely make out that he's talking about making it look like the house had taken damage when really he was just deceiving the raiders.
That's pretty good. I like the cut of your jib.
It comes of the sailfish.
Okay, let's send it right there then. That's fine.
Is there opportunities to gain while in this town? To take?
Of course, there are many here who could stand to lose, so you can take from them.
All right. So why raise orphans? They don't have much to lose.
They are young. I took.
All right. So this is kind of like you don't take any like hot spoons to their eyes, do you? To grub quarters.
Do you wish to ask questions you don't want to know the answers to?
So looking over the trio of orphans there, they do not show the signs of abuse or neglect or anything like that. If anything, they look a little wild and possibly even spoiled.
Well, Mr. Glumbo, if once I become established, I would like to help educate your young in the ways of the world outside of this town. If you would be admittable to that, I believe it would help both of us achieve more.
If they wish to take knowledge from you, they may.
All right. This guy, he's aces in my book.
So,
He's TBD in me, but let's see.
So, Glumfellow, now looking around the orphanage itself, it's a small building. It looks to have been well made, but the stuff inside is complete mishmash. It all looks fairly nice. Like there's a nice chair, and then there's another nice chair of a completely different style, and then there's another nice chair of yet another style. There's the furnishings, the clothing, they all look very magpie-like, but good, fairly good quality.
Okay.
And as you sort of go silent, he just starts working on his garden again. And he's using an enormous stick thing that it's kind of half hoe, half club. As he just sort of draws it through the ground, he turns it a little on the edge to use it like a rake. It's a weird hunk of wood that he's using. But it looks like the kind of piece of driftwood that you might associate with a giant turtle man.
Cool. Well, I'm ready to go. Perhaps on to Governor.
Absolutely.
One moment. We got typing.
Oh, hang on, where are we typing at?
Roll 20.
Let me make sure. Sorry about that. You absolutely may. Are you actively checking your pockets, Red? Meaning that would be like a perception. You're going to count your coins. Or you're going insight, meaning do these kids look shifty? Go ahead and roll either one. If you want to go, whoa. Yeah, absolutely. You check your pockets. It does not look like you are short any coin or items. The children do not appear to have attempted to take from you unawares. Yet. True. These ones are young. They haven't had the whole have to pick a pocket or two song. It takes like 4 hours for Glumfellow to get through that one.
Okay. So
Mhm.
who were we going to talk to next?
So Governor Tarball Nighthill is the contact you know of in town. He's been working to get his family nobled his family's been working on it for several generations, but they just have not managed it. So he is probably the biggest proponent for nobility coming in, taking over, and bettering the town. The governor will be
Wish we had our
breakfasting.
noble with us.
Yeah, the governor will be breakfasting with you at the Stumble Inn, and he seems okay with and sort of understanding that his lordship will not be attending this business meeting as he's sort of structured it. So no offense given, because Escobar, the noble of the town, or the only noble in town, will not be attending either. This is sort of a, let's get things in line before we bring the nobility in so they can sign everything. That's how it works, right?
Well, not the only nobility in town, just the nobility of the town.
Ah, that's true. Good point. The landed nobility, those that have the papers and the ring, and the two nobles in town at the moment, Escobar the Red, the dwarf Castilian of the Keep, and our new friend, who I'm a bad person, and my name is just leap in my head, Himo. Do you remember which way he said that? Himo Nailo. An elven
Himo
Nailo, an elven noble. And we'll figure out, because I haven't heard the whole backstory, whether he has recently come from the Feylands or whether he's been here for a while. We'll find out a little later. But for right now, Governor Tarball Nighthill and his daughter Charity have done their best to lay out a good spread for you guys for breakfast at the Stumble Inn. They sort of sectioned off an area, kind of a table laid out. Nice
Welcome Heroes banner.
Set. Welcome Heroes banner is indeed up. It's kind of a generic banner, but they're certainly putting out the fine silver and china for you. And as you walk in, Governor Nighthill, welcome. Come on in, have a seat. Governor Tarball Nighthill, man of the people, proudly representing my constituents, and my daughter Charity. She may be called away a little bit. My grandson constant demands on poor little Charity here, but glad he's growing up big and strong. But what can I do for you fine folks?
David's gonna be pissed that she finds that she's chased. Yeah, so we're the new heroes.
Well, certainly can't have too many of them.
We've been instructed by his lordship to meet with you about a great many things. But I believe introductions is the proper way to meet someone. I am Gozer.
Gozer, certainly pleased to meet you. Where you hail from, Gozer?
Well, it's not where you're from, but where you're at.
Well said, sir. Well said.
These are my compatriots. I'll let them introduce themselves.
And Governor Nighthill steps up during the introductions. Extends the hand, tries to get one handshake, cover the hand with the other, give you a good two-handed fist pump.
No, I go for the forearm.
Go for the
forearm.
He looks a little. Oh, okay, yeah. He gives you the shake there, and then he moves on. And let's say he next steps up to Healy. Actually, you know what? For folks who can't see the visual, Gozer, what do you look like as the governor is eyeing you up here?
Sure, a tall, slender, humanoid figure with white eyes with no pupils. Very gaunt, not as albino as Thamos, but a pale humanoid with jet black hair. Okay. And I'm in fine clothing.
Gotcha. And I think the governor might get lost in your eyes for a moment or two before he moves on.
Then he can certainly have the penance stare then if he's looking in.
Oh, he's an eye meter. And he sort of shakes himself off as he moves over and extends his hand next, maybe a little lifeline-like, towards the fellow in the big red sombrero, Healy.
Hola, my name is Healy McFeely, cleric of God at your service. I'm here to make Greenest great again.
Oh, well.
I hope we can do business.
I can't ask for more than that. I'm looking forward to it. And Gond, you say? You a technology fellow then?
Yes, technology is the future.
Well, he likes the Gandra.
Well, I lost it. Well, I will say, couple generations back, we had a water wheel put in, and he kind of gives you that nod, like, yeah, technology, and you're like, wow, dude, that's so old. But it's great to have a Gondite, a Gondula. Well, it's great to have you here, Healy. And
we prefer to be called gondoliers.
Gondoliers, okay. And you, my pale friend, and he looks over towards Thymos. Governor Tarball Nighthill, it's an absolute pleasure.
Thymos is snickering at Healy's description of himself, but quickly composes himself and goes to shake Nighthill.
Tarball Nighthill. Yep, Nighthill. Yeah, you got it.
Nighthill's arm, very much the same way that Gozer did. Forearm grab.
This guy freaking gets it.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Thamos. I come from lands very far from here. I hope that we can make everything better for everybody here.
Well,
And who knows?
I certainly hope you do.
You might be able to get your nobleship if things go particularly well.
Well, really? Well, of course, anything that can be done to stabilize the town, it sure suffers a bit. I mean, Escobar, great fella, but
Doesn't seem like he does much.
he tends the keep. I mean, he does a first-rate job. 500 years he's kept that stone building standing, and but he's not a businessman. And what this town needs a person of the people, and the people need a businessman. And that is what I'm hoping we get here. Someone who wants to build the town, wants to reinvest in the town, and make it great. We got a great lot of people here, good location, great fields, and he kind of just starts giving you the whole greenest is the greenest speech.
Okay.
Oh, but I'm getting ahead of myself.
You got to work on that slogan.
Greenest is the greenest. Come on, it's catchy. Everybody, it looks great on a T-shirt. But I'm getting ahead of myself here. Now, you, young lady, and he turns over to Aristana, and Aristana replies, "I'm Aristana. I'm here to help." Except she says it in her voice. Well, it certainly can't ask for more than that. You folk are just exactly what we've been hoping and praying for, I think. Now, is your lord a similar mind?
Who is it that he's referring to?
Talking about Himo.
He's sorry, referring to the nobleman.
Okay, well, he's not our lord. He happens to be a noble that we're with. There's a distinction.
I apologize. I had assumed you were retainers. So you just travel in company then? How wonderful. I think it's still is my lord? Is your lord? I'm sorry, we've had so few folk here, and Escobar just refuses to use his title. I'm not sure how to say it. Is the nobleman in question of a similar mindset?
What mindset is that?
To be helping the town, of course.
Why else would he be here?
Well, it's a busy trade route, and some people just want to go from Baragos way down to or over to Candlekeep. We make them as comfortable as we can.
To be frank, there doesn't seem to be much trade happening.
It's still early in the spring. The road's a little bit muddy. They'll harden up, and then the caravans will start. Pick up a little bit of business. And you can see he's had that sort of doubts before, and you do know that the long road along the Sword Coast, the Coast Road, or the Coastway, and then the trade route going to the other side, only a trickle of product does go along this road. It is traveled, but not as much as the main thoroughfares.
Sure. I mean, the slogan itself is off-putting.
Well, I mean, greenest is the greenest.
So, luckily for you, sir, we have plenty of business here that we would like to discuss with you, if we may get down to brass tacks.
Of course. I heard from Escobar that you may be looking to help the town, and of course, we appreciate, but we don't ask for charity. But there are a few things that have been going on. Seems that
is this where you're asking for charity?
No, see, charity's for us. This is more for everybody. It seems that
everyone seems an interesting distinction. How does that defined?
Well, let me tell you, and you let me know. See, the Cult of the Dragon, those cultists and kobolds that raided this place, they were trying to hatch eggs, it seems. Black dragon eggs. And orphans, Lord love them, they tried, but seems the kobolds managed to get the eggs away from them. And they had to head north before they could investigate that. But we just heard word that one of the clan's lizard folk down southeast of here broke tails. They started acting a little squirrely, which is odd for lizards. And we're thinking that one of them kobolds made its way down there, and they now has that dragon egg. So, black dragons is bad for everybody.
If they're raised right?
Well, see, I'm not a learned man. I'm a man of the peoples. I heard tell black dragons is troubles right from the egg. But if you know betters, you do what you do.
You know peoples. Peoples can be bad or good. As with dragons. As with any animal.
Well, you obviously are a man of learning and knowledge. So I will bend to your knowing on this. But that's basically what we found. And I heard you guys were looking for things to do that could be a benefit to everybody. And, well, taking care of a black dragon while it's still an egg, sure a lot easier than taking care of a black dragon once it's all up and flying and breathing acid and killing cows. But breakfast. I'm all gloomy here. Eggs. We have some eggs and some taters that we fried up for you. Well, everything's pretty much fried, but you know how it is.
So there's other business we had wanted to discuss with you.
Oh, sure. What can I do?
Your town is in not great shape. Certainly, there is land here for sale, or old temples or houses that could be purchased. Yes.
Well, we do have a few that are open now. Yes. Sad tales in each one of them, but sad foundation makes for a strong house.
Sure. So, who, where, how much? Could you please describe these properties?
Oh, well, sure. And he calls his daughter Charity over, and she sort of tries to noble walk her way over. And Charity, honey, go and grab the layout of the town, and come on back. These fine folk look like they might be settling, and we want to make sure we give them the best impression. Now, will you folk be looking to have houses towards the middle of town, or are you looking for on the outside of town so you can do some planting? What sort of trade are you involved in?
We're heroes.
Well, I meant for your household.
I'm looking for a blacksmith shop.
Oh, well, we do have a smithy. It did suffer some damage, but the stone still there. Can't burn stone. Well, at least nothing we do burn stone. But poor Smith, he did not make it. Yeah, poor Mr. Smith.
So you need a blacksmith, you're saying?
Well, sure would be handy. We've got a few folk that tinker. We can put a good shine on a blade, but no fancy work here yet.
I may be able to help you with that.
Well, that'd be wonderful. And he indicates to you, and we'll pick a location later on, where a smithy once stood. It has been toppled at this point, so we'll take some repairs before it's a fully functioning smithy and home again. But the foundation is there. It is far enough away from the rest of the buildings that the fire and noise would not be a problem, but it does have access and room for a farrier and such.
Okay, I got dibs.
I was hoping to have a larger location to perhaps set up a temple, one that might be even fortified, such as I'll just point to the one on the map. I saw a nice house that seemed in ruin on the way in. This one's probably on the northern trail, more northerly. Ones that have fences.
So, the homes with walls. My mansion is. You may have seen it. Well, seen what's left of it. And he indicates on the map to the very northwest corner. This is the governor's estate. Family's been there for generations and generations. Great house. Unfortunately, that's where they did their most damage. They were intent on cleaning us out. Now, old Escobar, he holds up and he indicates the very northeastern corner. The house right here. Yeah, let's make sure I'm on the right letter here. The house right here.
Okay. Not the L1.
Not the L1. The L1, he actually indicates, is the blacksmith, or what once was the blacksmith's house. But that is a bit destroyed. So the smithy in the back, the L shape, and then the house for the smith. But that is completely ruined, aside from the foundation for the smithy. That would take some doing to rebuild. Most of the homes look a little bit rough.
Where's that house again, Casey? Can you ping that again? Sorry.
Sure. Not a problem. So the smithy, very northwest corner. That seems right there. You got it. All the lights. And then to the left of that, Escobar's house.
So
Okay.
what's the largest house here that is now unoccupied or damaged?
Well,
Like this one?
I'll tell you.
Or the fort in the middle? That'd be fantastic.
Well, you'd have to
We
talk
need
to
a place
Escobar.
to set up operations. You know, you may not be as experienced, but heroes need a large place to conduct raids, missions,
Sure.
plan, what have you.
Oh, that all sounds wonderful, but old Escobar, I mean, he's the keeper of the keep, as it were, and anything relating to
Told
the
us
keep.
to see you.
Well, for me, for the lands around, but for the keep itself, that's old Escobar, and he's sort of been looking for a successor. And boy, I was hoping my boy would be the one, but he went googly-eyed over that little girl Charity, and they got married. And now I got a great grandson, and maybe my grandson. Escobar's sure hope he's got a few years left in him. If my grandson can earn a title, I'm hoping maybe Escobar passed it along to him. But in the meantime, until Escobar finds himself a successor, that keep is going to keep on. You know, keep keeping on. That sounds like a song.
So how would we identify a successor?
Well, it's mostly just a matter of earning Escobar's favor. He took a little bit of a shine, I'm not going to lie, to those orphans. I mean, he extended the hospitality of the keep to them. Now, I don't know if you heard, but those orphans, they went a little crazy. Blue Dragon, big as can be, came swooping by, and they just threw themselves at it. And Escobar, he's an old shield dwarf. I don't know if you ever hear shield dwarfs? They're like battle rangers with shields. They're not the huggy and shake kind, but boy, they get up in your face. And I think it sparked a little something in him. You know, back to the old days. He's been sitting in that keep 400 years. I think he got a little bored, and they got his blood pumping. So now, of course, they're as noble as dirt. So I don't know that that's going to work. But until we can get a noble fella with a little bit of shine to him, that's what we're
Shine.
seeing.
You use this word shine. What does this mean?
Oh, little shine, little sparkle, something to get Escobar thinking that he's the one. Escobar, he's been waiting so long. his eyesight gets a little dim sometimes, and so something's got to have a good sparkle, good shine to it, to really get him thinking again. And
We have the guy just for you.
well, I sure am hoping. And Eris adds in to the party, we got to make our nobles seem brave and heroic.
That was more of a message to everyone here. Not
sorry.
To him.
Yeah.
Well, no, not to him, but I meant to you. Reading for the players or for the viewers in the audience, Aristana is advising the team that the noble needs to be seen brave and heroic.
Why
Well,
does it have to be a
He can
noble?
tarnish his own legacy.
Why can't it be anyone else?
Thymos, you asking Governor Nighthill?
I'm just basically like, why does it have to be a noble that takes over the keep? Why,
So-
so why can't his son take the keep? I mean, can
Give
your
me a
son not
quick-
earn the privilege?
Give me a quick history if that's an internal question, or let me know if you're asking Tarball.
I'm more asking Tarball. It's like,
Sure.
Why does it matter what your title
Well, you
is?
see,
If
to-
you're
to
Go
hold a military and keeps fortification, you've got to have a proper title. Otherwise, it's sort of taking up arms against the other nobility, and boy, they sure don't like that. So that's what we've been working on here in Greenest. You know, the Nighthill family, upstanding, many generations, doing good work, but I'm not a hero. And he sort of holds his arm out, and you can see he's a strong man kind of figure. He's just bone and nothing.
your arms are just like mine, and I pull back like my billowy sleeve.
Yeah, and he's like, boy, and you go out and about with those. Well, yeah. I mean, I work the field. I sand the roads. I do a great deal of handshaking, but it just does not put much muscle on this arm here. And I gotta say,
Then you should work out.
Not to speak on
Protein.
on behalf of our noble, but he has had, even just to travel here, he's had to engage in the surrounding towns, their leadership and nobles, just to move here. So many families know that he is here. That is him right now.
and David, can you hear us?
It is I, Himo.
Himo, excellently timed. Entering at the precise moment that you are required. You come downstairs from your room at the Stumble Inn to discover your associates talking with Governor Tarball Nighthill. The governor was just indicating that the keep, the fortification, could only be held by a man or woman with a noble title, because to do otherwise would be to be declaring war or rebellion on the nobility, would be taking up arms without entitlement to it. Now, you had just heard as you were coming down the stairs your associates speaking well of you. And if you don't mind repeating yourselves there, because Governor Tarball has the map of Greenest laid out, and they've been talking about properties and purchases. And perhaps you were listening at the top of the stair to catch a few of that, and decide to enter just as they're saying how great a person you are.
Yeah, he was doing a lot of job owning, not much actual giving of details.
Okay.
But there's a smithy, shop and house up here. This guy lives here, and of course the noble lives up the north, or right?
Yes.
He goes here.
The governor's mansion is the northwest, though that is pretty
And
well
then-
destroyed.
So we were asking about properties around, and we were asking about the keep on top of the hill. He was saying that only a noble could possibly hold the town. So we were starting to speak well of you. And really, this is your moment to shine, Hemoglobin. Himo.
Wow.
Is it Himo?
I'm being put on the spot right there.
Yep, you are. Absolutely. But
Welcome
it's the
to the
best spot to be
party,
because all you have to do is brag about yourself, which isn't that hard. Hopefully.
Let me just finish loading everything up. Give me 1 second here.
Sure,
All right.
absolutely.
So while he's doing that, what other? You never got back to me. What other houses are for sale? What other largest estates here are for sale?
Well, see, with the state of the town, we sure are looking for coin. We need to jumpstart that economy. So, a lot of folk be willing to move if you let us know what you're looking to do. Now, we have a couple of homes, and he does indicate the one with the large plot nearest the keep. Now, great family here, been there a long time. Just wonderful folk. And I think if you were to say that was the right home for you, they'd be willing to swap. It's sad to say, but two of the folk that we lost in that raid were aunts of theirs, so they could probably do with a little bit smaller of a house. A couple of other houses around. Now the mill itself, way down in the southwest here, that did take some damage, and I was sort of hoping, you being priest of Gond, maybe you could look into that for us as well. See what it would take to get redoing. Now, a lot of land down there for developing, right by the stream, good location, great for fishing. Spent a lot of time down there myself. Now, up here, good.
Yeah, so there's some land here. Maybe we could just take a parcel of land.
Of course,
Like right
of course.
here would be great too.
Always happy.
For traffic.
Always happy. For
And
some
it's
new construction.
really close to the keep, which is good.
Yeah, exactly. We could possibly end up taking over this kind of area. That'd be nice.
And as you start talking, it's a good point. And he looks up. Oh, your lordship. I'm sorry. You're a light-footed fella. It's a pleasure to meet you, Governor Tarball Nighthill. And he stands up and he offers to shake your hand, and then he bows and he sort of gets a little confused as to what the proper way to do that is. Can I invite you to breakfast? We're just having a bit of a palaver here.
Yes, please do. I'll join you guys.
Excellent. And your companions here, we were just looking at some places that might be suitable for you to settle in here. Blacksmith shop, little loud and silly for your lordship, perhaps. But here near the Citadel, of course, a great location. We do picnics on the hills. Catch the sunrise and the sunset. It's just beautiful. Down here, southwest, the old mill took a little bit of a beating, and we don't have folk here who know how to repair it. So we need to get it up and running. It'd save us a little bit of coin if folks who knew how could get to working on it. But of course, we're bringing in experts. Or always happy to have new construction. Always good to have another house going. We're more than happy to get you guys set up to bring in the lumber and stone, let you design the house of your dreams.
Well, thank you. Let me present myself. My name is Himo. Lord Himo Nailo.
Himo, I have heard so many good things about you.
Thank you. So did I about you.
Now, we were just talking because I'd heard from Escobar that along with, looking to settle in the area, you might be looking to do a couple of things to, get your name in the lips of the townsfolk, do a little daring do.
Yes, most definitely. That's what we're looking for.
Excellent. See, man of action. I like that. But what we know, the cult, the folks that raided the town, the orphans of the Warren down south here, they were back visiting, and they're off trying to chase them down with a fellow named Leozen. Monk was passing through. And they just took off north a little bit ago, but try they did. They could not find the 3 black dragon eggs that the cultists were hiding nearby, a couple of miles southeast of here. Now, since those eggs slipped past them, a group of lizard folk, scaly fellows, they started acting a little strange southwest of here, broke-tail lizard folk. And we're thinking that one of them kobolds got the eggs, at least one of them, maybe all of them, to them lizard folk. Now, we know where they hole up. We know not to go there because, man, they'll turn them crocodiles loose on you. And I ain't never seen a crocodile, and sure as heck never want to. But if you'd be willing, sure, everybody would sleep a bit better knowing that there weren't some baby black dragons just growing and waiting to come on back.
Yes, that seems to be something we could probably manage. Now look at my party and see if they're also willing.
By this point, Thymos is walking around the inn, just kind of poking at things on the walls, anything on open shelves, that kind of stuff. He's kind of bored of all the talk.
And unfortunately, the inn is not helping your boredom. It looks like almost everything that was put up as decoration or fancy stuff has been taken down. You can see where several bent pins or broken frames show where they were torn down. You can see where others have been lifted down more carefully. But it seems like all the cool trinkets that you would normally find in an inn have been taken away from the Stumble Inn.
Lovely.
So
yeah, definitely antsy.
How much is it for this parcel of land?
Well, I will go ahead and work up a figure on that for you.
How about and I stop him right there and I say, how about we get rid of this issue you're having with those kobolds for that land?
Well,
It would be best for everyone, as you said.
And also, I'd like to point out that that will actually show a good sign of faith on your end for us to settle here, and also for us.
It sure would. Now we're gonna have to do a quick talk with old Escobar here and see how close building can be to the Citadel. He doesn't want buildings too close up. But if you're looking
to what? Building to what?
The Citadel to the keep.
Sorry,
to the keep.
Yeah, we're gonna build near the road, which would be farther than other houses that are there.
So as you guys are laying it out, he indicates that area right there. Sure, right off that road, it's a good spot. You know what? Here's what I can do. If you can all take care of that problem, make sure all 3 of those dragon eggs are dealt with.
3? You said 1.
Well, we know where 1 is, but we heard tell there were 3. Now they could all be there, could all be a little bit scattered. But you know what? And give me a quick. Let's call that one a persuasion. Whoever would like to do a persuasion to kind of put forward that you guys are that. And by the way, help and guidance and all those sorts of things certainly apply as long as you guys are working together. Feel free to call them out.
I mean, I certainly have guidance all over the place.
Okay.
I'm going to make a sexy pose to try to help out with the persuasion check.
I shall roll that persuasion.
Okay.
With guidance. Can I also try?
So we need
mine
one
would be
person,
disadvantaged, right? Yeah, gotcha.
One person fronting it, and then disadvantage if you need a follow-up.
And what about for the assist? Advantage for that?
Advantage for the help. Yep.
And so I roll with advantage, right?
Yep.
Roll with advantage, please. Yep.
And
16
D4.
and a D4. Taking that to an 18. Governor Tarball Nighthill, fairly easily convinced. He is a man of the people, and you are talking to the people's benefit. So I'll tell you what I can do here. That land, we'll go ahead and give you permission to build on that land. It'll be your land. Now, of course, you're going to have to foot the cost of the building. We'll get you a good estimate on that one, figure out what kind of things you want. And we'll go ahead and say, you confirm for us that at least one of them eggs is taken care of, and we'll go ahead and give you that land, building rights and all. Great land, right off the street. I mean, can't have a better spot. Back to the hill, you can do your picnics. Nice place. Children play up there. They fly kites. You ever seen a kite? Wonderful things.
Right. All right. So you said south is the direction to go.
Yep. We'll go ahead and get you the lay of the land here. Heading southeast out of town, and he gives you the directions. Go to here, go to here, go to here. And now what you're going to be looking for, a bit of a swampy area. There's a pool of water that they dive down into, and they've got sort of a temple. You'll see the top of it that they've taken over. Weird place. My great-granddaddy, he went down there once to negotiate a peace with them. They can be dealt with. I mean, they can be talked to. But stories he used to tell. Weird place. But when you swim down short little ways, you'll come back up in kind of a cave. It's all damp and dirty. And they have a little table there for talking to folk. And the whole time they got these crazy lizard things looking at you. Yeah, he got a few gray hairs from that. But that's where you guys will need to go. Now, if the lizard folk don't have them, try not to stir up trouble. Greenest hasn't had trouble from them since my great-granddaddy's time. But sure seems like they might have a bit of a hand in this.
Okay. Let's get on it, guys.
The help me help you gift didn't pan out for me, but I'm not sure if it worked for anybody else.
No, it didn't work out for anyone.
All right. So anything else you folks would like to do before you set off, I think, towards the lizard man's lair?
Not for me.
No, we're good.
Okay.
Let's go do it.
Did Escobar want to talk to us again in the morning, or was that? No.
Escobar basically wanted to give you this information. So if you want to check in with him, he's basically saying, "Hey, we got the information back from some scouts. Lizardmen are acting funny, and that's our best lead at the moment."
Gotcha. Then yeah, I guess we're going to go see some lizard folk.
Okay. So let's go see some lizard folk. You guys are going to be traveling for a little bit of a ways. No horses at the moment, so it's just a walking. Flip over here. You guys should see the Sword Coast come up in just a moment.
Yep.
Awesome. And you guys are in the town of Greenest, way down at the bottom. You guys are heading south and east in this direction here.
Okay.
And as you travel, not that direction, complete opposite direction, south and east.
I'm just playing with the arrow to save me miles.
South and east. And as you travel, you pass through the green fields themselves, huge swaths of waving grasslands. The grasslands give way to gullies and packed dirt, which give way then to fallen rock, and then a plateau-like area where ancient rivers cut through the soil. In and around this area, you've heard that the Cult of the Dragons had their hideout with which the orphans had done battle in. Continuing further to the southeast, you reach the area where those ancient rivers once passed have now pooled. You know, further north, this swampland turns into the river that flows from Erebor to Baradust, but here the ground is just saturated, dank, and smelly. I need someone to take the fate of party in hand and roll me a d20. You want to roll high to make your travels uneventful. 7 is not super high, but it is high enough to at least get you where you want to be. So, making your way through the fetid...
Can these rolls be affected by guidance?
I'm going to say no to this roll.
Well, this one specifically because it's gone, sure, but...
No, but I mean, for encounter rolls, I'm going to say no. Because the encounter rolls sometimes flip. Sometimes low is good and high is bad. So that all
just
depends on the
subtract
chart.
it.
Yeah. Wait, what is the guidance on? It's ability checks?
It doesn't have to be just straight ability.
I think guidance says something like that.
Well, it's only one willing creature anyway, so.
Okay. So, yep.
That would make it. Yep. Rolled ability check. Never mind.
You got it. No problem. So, as the time passes, you guys arrive in the fetid swamp. You make your way through into the deeper watery areas, the fens and such. Anyone doing anything in particular to get themselves ready? This is swampy land, so you're not in danger of falling in and drowning if you happen to be wearing armor, but you're certainly getting your boots wet.
Okay.
All right. I didn't know if anyone had a freak out about wet boots.
I mean, not pleased, but whatever.
Fair enough. All right, I'm going to try and jump us all. Ooh, there's no way that's going to work. Where did I put it? All right, I'm going to try and jump us to the new map. You should be able to see the upper left-hand corner, a small room lit.
Yes.
And let's go ahead and drag some tokens. You guys are not in this room yet, but you will probably be there very soon. So let's ask a couple of questions. You arrive at the pool described to you, identifiable by some very oddly shaped trees and the hump of a dome of a temple that must have sunk into the muck many, many years ago. Anything you guys are doing as you're standing near that pool of water? Healy, your icon's awesome.
Thank you. Can I make an investigation or an arcana?
Sure.
Is there anything weird about it?
Looks like someone sneezed while holding a crayon.
And also,
Me.
it exploded.
I'll let guidance do this.
All right.
Got that sweet, sweet 8.
Was anybody helping you?
Yeah, me.
Okay. Standing alone as you are, staring at the swampy area, you can tell that this is definitely a swampy area, and that's definitely a pool of water you believe this to be the one that you were instructed to go find, you're going to have to get wet, meaning jump in or dive in to get anywhere. You can see from the shape of the mounds behind you, some sort of construction is there, but the entrance is low and now submerged.
Hey guys, I think this is where we have to go. What do you guys think?
Well, I want to cast light first on my arcane focus.
Mm-hmm. You have an illuminated arcane focus.
All right. All right, let's go. We didn't come here not to get wet.
This
I
is
guess.
true. We were told to talk to them, we will talk to them. We'll be best for everyone.
Fair enough. You do. Take a look at the water. You can see on one end of the small pond where the entrance must be, because there's some light coming down into the water. Who's going to go first?
Nose game, not me.
I'll go first. Let me show you how it's done.
There you go. Give him a little slap on the back.
That's right.
All right. Healy, do me a favor and roll me a stealth check if you're even making an attempt at stealthy, or just go ahead and say I'm not.
I'm not. I'm wearing chainmail. I don't think I'm very stealthy.
All right. Healy just sort of drops into the water, glub glub, and starts sort of swim walking his way towards that light. There's a bit of a claw climb, but there's stonework in under the muck, and you quickly come up out of the water on the other side. That pond seems to be there just to briefly disguise the entrance. You certainly would have walked past it if you hadn't known where to go. And you find yourself in a small room, water streaming off of you onto the muck and mud below. Northern wall, rock and stone, looks like the collapsed ruins of a temple that's been packed with mud to keep any water out. Giant mushrooms growing to your north, and then a small fireplace with 2 logs to sit on. There's embers still warm, but no active fire within it. You can see there's torches in a hallway leading off to the east, and as you slog out, you're met by the beady-eyed stare of a large statue of some frog-like creature. It's odd. Is everyone else joining and following behind?
Yep.
Yes.
Drop in, flow through.
Gurgle, gurgle, gurgle. You all find yourself in that same room, water streaming off of you, a couple of leeches in indecent places, but otherwise unscathed. Looking down the hallway. Excuse me as I allow you to look down the hallway here.
Anyone want me to fire off the leeches for them?
Yeah, Thymos is just ripping them off. He doesn't seem to be too bothered by them. You see, in the northeast, these things are a lot hardier than the ones here. They have to be to survive the cold. They just latch on and they won't let go because your blood keeps them warm and alive.
Smack talking the local leeches. That's just cold, buddy. But along with the giant toad demonish statue, 4 small pedestals, each with a bowl atop it, are before and after the toad-like creature. The bowls, even from this distance, you can see shining, multicolored light coming from them. There are torches on the walls that are lit, casting light, and it seems to be caught and reflected by gemstones in those bowls.
Can I make like a religion check on this toad thing?
Absolutely can.
I cheer him.
There you go.
I'll give him a D4 guidance.
So we'll let it go this time, but in the future, you got to announce it before the roll gets around.
Yeah,
That
you're
way,
right.
he's got to actually ask you for help.
Okay.
I did say I was going to help him before he rolled.
Okay, and Aristana, go ahead and give me a perception. And Gozer, as you look over the toad-like creature, this doesn't look like any recognized god that you're familiar with. It's certainly a statue meant to represent some entity, and it may have earned worship at some point, but it never made it into the main pantheon. It is, however, obviously something to be worshipped or at least respected. Aristana, as you look around the area, you do see that the floor around the statue is stained a different color than the other muddy tile work. The floor is mostly stone slabs covered by a generous layer of dirt and muck. But around there's a lot of red staining to it. You would certainly say blood, perhaps, or it could just be red clay. And Aristana points that out to everyone.
He may be sacrificing things near here.
Is there a way for
So-
me to roll if it is blood or
Sure,
clay?
absolutely.
Either?
It'll.
And
Yep,
I was
since this
going to
will be-
ask something along the similar lines.
Okay. Since the two of you are working together, you can give one of the two advantage on the perception roll. But since this is the second check, it's disadvantage. So it'll just be a straight perception roll from someone.
What's your modifier?
4, Mr. Metagamer.
So is mine. So it doesn't matter which one of us rolls it.
You do it.
Yeah, my luck with the dice hasn't been good tonight. Okay.
All right, Timos, you see it. You agree. It is a reddish color, but without really getting up and into it and picking it up and maybe even tasting it, you wouldn't be able to identify clay versus blood with how mixed in it is with the other muck around.
Yep. Thymos is not the taste tester type.
There are other ways, of course, but. So what's everybody doing?
I want to look at these bowls. I want to see what's in them.
Okay.
Straight gemstones? Is it a mix of things?
So go ahead and move yourself to where you're moving yourself to do that.
When I see him moving towards them, I'm going to point them out. We might as well not taking any of those things. If it is their god, it would be insulting them. Just saying.
Okay. So Himo points out not to take any donations from foreign gods, but in there are a number of gemstones. Now these are rough gemstones. They don't look like they've been polished or faceted, but they do look like they are valuable stones. There's 8 in each of the bowls. So 8 in the bowl to the north, 8 in the bowl to the south.
Okay, I'll tell the party that.
I see, but it's not ours.
Yeah, don't touch them. And they're just stones, right? No gold or anything like that in them.
Nope, no gold, just gemstones.
Okay.
Valuable stones.
Do I hear anything, like noise coming from a direction, stuff like that?
Sure, go ahead and give me a perception check on that one.
Anyone cheering me?
Ready with some guidance?
Sure. Red, go ahead and give me a religion check on that.
Religion?
So Aristana, Himo, give me a perception when you get a chance. Aristana, give me a religion. There you go. Aristana, I don't think you're the religious sort. You're not real sure what may or may not be kosher with toad god.
Do you want me to roll it normal or advantage?
You have advantage if you're getting help.
Am I getting help?
Yeah, man.
So with a 19, Himo
21.
gets 21. Excuse me. Himo does get everyone to quiet down. Shh. And Himo, you can just catch the sounds of soft prayer coming from around the corner. It's not a language that I think you know, though. Do you happen to speak, or does anyone happen to speak Abyssal?
I speak
No.
Infernal, but not Abyssal.
Okay, so you pick up on the cadence and rhythm of the noises, and it sounds like a prayer. It's that, or he's really enjoying his meal. But either way, it's coming from around the corner.
And the table for discussion thing that we were told was supposed to be here, do we see anything that looked like that here?
So this area could certainly have a table set out. There's sort of that fireplace and logs. That story was from his great-grandfather's time, so things may have changed. Gozer, freeze, please. Thymos, freeze, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought we were moving up. Okay.
You were moving up, and the moment you step where you are, Gozer, a thing happens. Please give me a DC 10 dexterity saving throw.
You slip on blood and hit your head on the toe.
Okay. Gozer, please take one step back.
Do I shake it all about?
You can if you'd like to. As you step down, the plate of the floor sinks, and spears shoot out of the wall and the pedestal upon which the toad rests. Gozer quickly steps back and does not get caught.
Yeah. See, that's the preferred method of finding traps, make feeling. That's what we need you to do.
Tried and true.
Yes. That would also speed up this expedition, so we're not picking our noses here.
I'm not a bard, or a thief, or a rogue, so traps is not my thing. So good luck.
After Gozer takes their foot off the plate, the spears slowly retract.
Can I reach up and see if I can break the spear off before it fully retracts?
You would have to trigger it again.
Okay, so can I use the tip of my foot to trigger the pressure plate
Sure.
without actually being on the square?
Sure.
And then I'm going to be prepared to basically chop the spear out
Okay.
with my sword.
Yep.
So
give me a attack roll.
And
Oh yeah. You lop off a spear. Chunk.
someone else can put their foot on this.
Can I just go down the center? See what happens?
Jump over the toad statue?
Yeah, exactly.
Sure. You can play a leapfrog.
Oh, jeez.
Leaping frog. What happens?
Okay. So as you play leapfrog, the spears do not come out, but you do hear a hissing noise, and things happen.
The toad is alive!
Oh, that would be silly.
It'd be kind of funny, though.
The snakes are alive, though.
I do think my method was better.
Maybe. It just takes forever.
So
But to forever
Snakes.
than poisoned.
emerge from either side of the wall as the pressure on the toad
I guess I would technically be
raises a small barrier, and that is going to bring up the turn order. Let me go ahead and clear that off. Bonk. And if you guys would please add yourselves to the turn order, you've got 6 angry, hungry snakes looking at you guys.
I'm really slow. I think I overslept.
Go ahead and sort that turn order. And
I'm pretty sure they're poisonous. Just saying.
They have that look. What is it? Red then yellow. He's
and
a fine fellow.
label under them too.
Red on black, you're okay, Jack. Red on yellow, you're a dead fellow.
There you go. And these are all black, which must be much worse. It just makes sense that way. So, as the snakes emerge, two closest to Gozer strike. No, sorry. The one just north of Gozer strikes at Gozer. Poisonous stake, strike attack at Gozer, bite.
Nope.
Nope. Wait, do we have flanking rules?
Yep.
We have flanking? Okay, sure.
I believe we are playing flanking in this session, and they are on either side of you. So that is a 21. Give me a DC.
But kind of check.
So I'm looking right now.
It'll be a con
DC
save.
10 con save.
Oh, big all those snakes.
Oh, you're fine. 1 point of piercing damage. And then 4 points of poison. They're not very big. They are tiny poisonous snakes.
Here is the question: would they be impaled by those spears, or just the spears
No,
pass
there's
over them?
Spears way over their heads. They're not even heavy enough to trigger the spear plates, though I think the spears are still out because I think Thymos has his foot on it. But that's going to bring up the snake north and west of Gozer, biting at Gozer. No advantage on this one. 20 anyway, though. DC 10 Constitution save?
It doesn't matter, I'm down.
Gozer takes a quick couple of bites. And then, Gozer, if you could give me a death saving throw if you're down.
Already?
Oh, wait, are you down?
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
unconscious.
Yep. Death saving throw, as it is your turn.
Oh, yes. Sure. Let's see. Nope.
Please add one fail. As Healy,
Sure.
you have the opportunity to do your namesake or something else. What you doing?
Let's do
Smash
something
him.
else.
Yeah,
I'm just
smash.
joking. Bonus action, healing word.
Ugh, really? Just go smash. Seriously.
7.
Don't waste.
Hey, I'm a cleric. I heal. What do you want me to do?
Yeah,
It's part of his name.
smash a snake. Smash
That's
a
what I'm gonna do.
snake.
That's why it's a bonus action.
That's true.
All right.
You can
Calm
still
down.
smash.
There you go.
And
Smash.
that's
Oh, not so good.
that's
I'll
not
get you
good
next
at all.
time, Snake.
All right. Snake to the south takes a look at Thymos. Thymos, bite coming at you, standard attack. 15? That's a miss. Snake to the north, looking at Healy. Bite coming at you, Healy. Ooh, 21?
Yeah, that got me.
All right. Give me a DC 10 con save. You're fine. 3 points more damage from the poison.
Yeah.
It's a total of 4 for you.
Yeah.
Snake in the center slithers forward, takes a look at Thymos. 11, probably not. And Thymos.
Doesn't he take? I can.
Oh, opportunity attack! Absolutely.
Yeah.
You were prone. He thought you down.
Yeah, but I don't really have much to attack with.
An 11 is going to miss.
Yeah.
Little squirmy snake.
I thought you were down.
He's not. No.
Healed.
Oh, sorry. Thymos, I forgot. Just skipped you. There you go.
Oh,
Yep.
I didn't-
Okay. Seeing how mean these little bastards are.
They are naughty little snakes.
Yeah, actually, no. I'm just going to swing. Let's go for this one. The
Okay.
middle one. And swing. Will a 13 get him?
13's going to hit. Yes, please.
Okay,
4 points
four
of
slashing.
slashing damage is going to split the snake in twain. It is no more.
Okay.
Any additional action for you?
Yes. No. I'm going to
Okay.
stay where I'm at.
You got it. Himo, it comes to you.
I got a question.
Yeah.
That area here, is it some? Can I see those snakes through it, or it's a complete wall?
That is a complete wall. That is mud and rock and debris shoved up, so you cannot see. But you can see right. I mean, you can see right along there. Like if you step down one, you could see that snake.
Okay, then I'm gonna step one down, and I'm gonna shoot it.
You got it. You're shooting through Aristana and Healy, so they have a +2 to their armor class, but that should be fine. Give me a shot.
Yeah.
Does a 27 hit?
It might hit that snake. That snake is now ready for grilling. If you
Nice.
happen to enjoy a nice grilled
So
snake.
so the arrow just zoomed in and made a kebab right there.
You have kebabbed a snake, sir. Well shot. Any additional action for you?
No, and what's in front of me? Is that the wall too?
Yes, another that black area is wall.
Okay, so I'm going back behind somebody.
You got it. Aristana, it is to you. Short bow shot, you got it. South snake, north snake. You can hit either one. Both will have a +2 to their armor class because you're either shooting through Thymos or through Healy. Oh, you can shoot at those as well.
You can move 1 square north and not have to. Well, never mind.
Yep, that kills it. Which one are you after? Right there? You got it. Definitely dead. Our bow folk are a force to be reckoned with. Aristana, any movement? All right, that's going to bring up some...
I five her.
little bowmanship love. Snake at Gozer, standard attack. 16 Gozer?
Yep.
Ooh. Give me a DC 10 con save.
Sure. I will try.
You got it. 3 points of damage. 1 piercing, 2 poison. Snake to the north. Closest to Gozer. Going to go for Gozer.
Okay, con save.
No dice love for the
I
team
can.
tonight.
Let's see. I can use my favorite by the gods.
Sure.
Ooh. All right, so I'll
5
pass
makes
this.
12. Absolutely.
All right.
Nicely said. And that's going to bring up Gozer.
Sure.
Gozer the trap springer.
The impatient.
These weaves aren't going to align themselves. What are you doing, Gozer?
I would like to. I probably should want to live, but that seems boring. Let's shocking grasp one of these things.
Okay. North or northwest?
Come on, animal handling. Make yourself a pet.
No, it doesn't matter.
Oh, no. Gozer, any bonus action or movement?
Yeah, I want to crawl on top of the statue.
All right. That does put you out of reach of the snakes.
Well, then I don't want to move there because that would be an opportunity attack, right?
That would give you an opportunity attack, yes.
No, then I'll just stay put.
Okay. Healy.
All right, Healy is going to attack the snake to the south.
Okay.
Come on, Healy, 27.
Ooh, yes. Squish goes the snake. Healy, any additional movement or bonus actions?
Nah. Gozer's looking pretty bad, right, I guess?
Those are looking a little rocky.
All right. You got the
I'm a level 1 character.
Yes.
Welcome to the party, pal. Me too. So here you go. Healing word. Have another 7.
Well, that gets me up to my max.
There you go.
Welcome to first level, everybody, where everything is a deadly encounter.
Those are all my spell slots, so no one get hit.
All right. Now,
I got
Thymos,
cure wounds. I still got
Hi,
cure
hi.
wounds and stuff.
Thymos, a question for you. Are you keeping your foot and those spears extended? The first one in front of you is broken off, so you can move into that square. But then you've got kind of poles across at about 2.5 foot high.
Yeah. I should be. Where's my ruler? Can I hit him without any cover? Or is the statue going to be providing cover to that?
It's got a little bit of a base, and he's a tiny creature, so he's going to have a +2.
Okay.
Um,
I'll
unless
try to
you're-
Eldritch Blast him anyhow.
Okay, yeah, he's got a +2 to his armor class. That did not matter at all. You
Hey.
disintegrate the little fella. Any additional action for you?
No, because I don't think I can use my bonus action to toss a dagger at the other one.
I think that's triggered by an attack action to be allowed to throw your dagger offhand. And
Yeah.
I don't know that an Eldritch Blast is an attack action, but we can research that.
It's a spell attack, but I think it has to be melee related, I believe.
No, you can definitely bonus action throw off of a ranged attack too, because you can throw dagger. But we'll look into that one.
Yeah.
For right now, I think Himo might get the cleanup shot.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get a clear shot. It's going to be hard.
Sure. 2 steps forward, and that'll probably be your best shot at them.
Right here.
You got it.
I shall shoot.
Shots fired. Firing. No, that is just a clean miss. Overcompensating for something. Himo,
It's
any
the
bonus?
spears. The spears are causing me distress.
You've got tiny little arrows. Those are great big spears. Anybody would be distracted. But maybe not Aristana. Aristana, anything you'd like to do? You can shoot from where you are, or you can move. Ooh, that'll be nice.
I'm gonna move to
It's all right. Even that one a little bit off, as the poisonous snake gets its last chance to try and lash on to Gozer. Bite attack. Wowzers.
You suck.
Uh,
I mean,
you
I don't know if
only-
it matters. 3,
you only take
5,
half
6,
of that.
7. Wow, I'm at the pixel. Nice pixel of health. Yeah, so let's kill this thing, I think.
we're gonna level right there.
Yeah, right. I mean, try Toll of the Dead. Make it do a save since I can't roll for anything.
all right. Poisonous snake will try and make a wisdom saving throw. DC is 13. Boy, no. It just bongs out of existence. The snakes have been dispatched. The spear trap has been discovered. The usage of the pedestals might not be obvious at this point, but Thymos at least has found a way to disarm the trap by hacking the spears off. The passage over the toad also an option if the spears wish to be left intact. We're
Nope.
going to go ahead and close down the turn order.
Yeah, I'm just going to hack away the rest of the spears.
You got
Create
it.
a safe pathway along that safe side.
And Thymos, I will ask for one thing as you start doing that, because it's a bit of a
Yes.
noisy activity, as was the battle. Please roll me a stealth check.
I'll
Sure,
be
have a
holding
20.
I'll be holding the plate for him.
Well, yeah, as I move further up for like those last 2-3 spears, I would no longer be on the plate.
Can I try?
Good.
I was about to say, can I try setting one of these things on fire?
Setting,
there's- It's not on fire, but like there's stuff inside, right? Those pedestals.
Yeah,
It's like-
they're gems.
They're small
Oh.
gemstones. So it's a stone pedestal, stone bowl, gemstones inside.
Oh, well,
So we take them now that we've gone through the battle.
No. We leave them. They are not ours.
Yeah, I agree.
Forget other people live here. It's not just snakes.
aren't we here to, kill them?
We're here,
No,
we're here to parlay.
talk to them. Yes.
Parlay.
Sure.
Did you not listen?
I've not
not
heard
really.
of the term.
Guy-
I mean, you are a commoner, but parlay means
That governor talked way too much.
He did, but his intent was clear. He wishes no ill will from the lizard people.
we want to keep the town safe, and attacking those creatures will just cause us more grief in the down
And
the line.
Gozer and Thymos, since you are towards the front of the pack at this point, you can just make out the shoulder of a lizard person kneeling in front of one of those similar toad-like statues. Seems to have his head bent down in prayer, and Thymos, whether by luck or by skill, you seem to be timing your breaks and chops with the louder part of its ongoing prayer.
Before we go any further, I shall recuperate my arrow. 50%, right?
50% of your arrows, yep. So if you shot 2, recover 1.
Did that.
You got it. And so you do see that lizard folk there. It has head bent. Seems not to have noticed you yet. Gozer, where'd you go?
I'm still here.
He's remained where he's at.
Oh, I got 2 icons for you somehow. That was weird. Sorry about that. I must have copy pasted you. So what are you guys doing? We can kill you and respect their god. I mean them, and then their god.
So, Thymos, you said you want to save them or not kill them. Please.
Yes.
I'll give him some guidance if there's a check involved. I'll back you up from here.
So I will continue to move up.
Okay.
And do I know from any of my travels or from any encounters I might have had previously with lizard folk, do they speak Draconic?
Give me a quick, let's call that a history check, that seems like.
Could be a nature. Ooh, nice.
And that's with no proficiency.
So yes, you are aware of several instances where lizard folk have been caught up in worshiping dragons. They're said to have gained the ability of speech from dragons. So one of the languages they do commonly speak is Draconic.
Okay. I am going to greet the lizard folk in Draconic. Basically be like, hello there. Do you wish to speak?
Who? What? You.
Hello.
Intruders.
And I wave at him.
And
Is he saying it's Draconic or
Intruders?
common?
he is saying it in Draconic.
Intruders? No. We're not intruders. We were asked to come to speak to your leader.
You. And you can see it's obviously indecisive, sort of fight or flight at the moment. So give me a quick persuasion, if you would. I did hear someone was helping, and I think I heard someone was casting guidance.
Okay. So that would be a 19 if someone was helping, and I get get guidance.
You got it. Let's see. It seems to be buying into what you're selling. It's like, you speak the leaders. You wait. You wait.
Yes, we wait. And I look back at the rest of the party and I tell them, he's going to wait here for a moment.
Okay.
He asked us
And
to wait.
with that, the lizard folk darts off, heading up a flight of stairs past several torches. You hear a jangle of chain, and then a set of doors, and then you don't hear anything for a couple of moments. Are you guys waiting patiently?
I see we're not.
Sure.
Okay.
Anyone want to help a little bit of Gozer here, just in case? Just pointing that out.
No, I have health. I can cast some spells and stuff, but I'd rather wait since I'm gonna hang in the back from now on.
Okay. So 5 minutes pass, 10 minutes pass, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. An
Are
hour
you waiting
goes by.
for us? Are you
So
waiting
please
for
take
us to say stop? Or?
Yeah.
So we got a short
Okay.
rest.
So please take the benefits of a short rest. Jeez.
Come on.
Boom.
So many crit failures.
Just been that kind of day. And after about an hour of sitting there waiting, just so much waiting, Thymos being towards the front, you notice a shadow coming from the direction of the stairway and a blotch on the floor, roughly lizardman shape, and then a quick scuttle as it runs back up the
He's
stairs.
returning.
And it seems like he's left again.
Oh, seems to have left. And I'm calling out in Draconic. Hello?
And
Are
you
you
hear
back?
You hear the scuttle stop, and you hear, oh, the leaders say to wait till you leave.
Oh, well, we need to speak with them, so he's not leaving until we speak with them.
The leaders do not wish to speak with you. The shaman is busy.
Oh, what is he busy with? Please, do tell. Maybe we can help.
Shaman things. I do not know.
Oh, well, could we be introduced to him? I'm sure we could help.
No, shamans say wait until you go. And as you move forward, you do see a bit further up the stairway, and you realize that the whole temple that you're in, this whole structure, is tilted. The floor is much lower where you are than where you're looking, and then there's a stairway on top of that. So as the temple sunk, it must have sort of tipped forward, so the entrance is the lowest point, and then the halls kind of rise from there. So this stairway is steep as stairs, and then also tilted forward a bit. And up towards the top, the lizard man is calling down to you, still trying to stay somewhat out of sight. They say you go away.
Can I cast light on him?
On the lizard folk?
Yeah.
I believe so, as long as you can see him. I think he gets a saving throw of some sort. It must be a object. So you can target his clothing, his weapon.
Sure.
It's touch to range.
Is it touch range?
Touch.
It is.
Sorry.
Darn. Oh well.
Maybe. Well, I was going to say maybe the toad statue.
Well, there are torches, so this area is lit. Oh, excuse me, I missed an area that you should be able to see now.
Gotcha. Listen, we cannot leave until we speak to leaders.
They are not wanting to speak with you now. Go away. Summer. Come in summer is good time.
Unfortunately, summer is too long. We speak
Okay,
now,
Healy,
and I start moving forward.
What was that, Craig? You broke up.
come with me. Let's just keep while they're talking. Let's go see this down here.
So that would have been my full 30 feet.
Okay. And as you guys start moving around, you hear, no, do not go. No. Is lizards, no.
Tell me, what is these statues for? The carvings are very pretty. And I'm saying this as I'm moving up.
Old gods. No, you go away. You go away. And as you move up, Thymos, you can see that the room beyond. People going in lots of directions. Room beyond is fairly large, and the floor, now that you're up almost to the top of the stairs, you can see the center of the room. The floor has been carved out, and stonework highlights a large pit, probably a good 20 or so feet deep. And just a moment as I catch up on where everybody is. So, Thymos, you are on the stairs overlooking a room with a pit some 20 or so feet deep. The back wall shows two sets of doors, one to the north, one to the south. And I should turn those on. Let's do that. Other curious folk have headed south and find that a room curves around. It looks like this temple probably had dual entrances at one point, but on this side, that entrance has collapsed. The lizard man on the stairs seems to be urging you not to go in that direction.
In the direction of the destroyed entrance?
Either way. He's no, don't go there. The lizard pen. Towards Gozer and Healy, while Thymos, he's just sort of like, go back if you come closer. War will be war. This is aggression.
No, this is no aggression. This is a parley. We speak.
Parley in summer.
Unfortunately, summer's too long. No, now it's time for parley.
Spring
We
is
speak to
time
leaders.
for spring is time for spawning. Is not time for parley.
I turn and look back to the rest of the group.
Let's go see what this lizard thing is about. It's kind of cool.
I don't know, man. It's probably trapped like the other ones.
You won't let me take gems. You won't let me go see cool nature stuff. What do you like to do?
Not get killed by poisonous snakes or speared.
And Gozer, you don't get any help or guidance on this one, but give me a flat perception if you would.
Sure.
You know there is something down that way because there are things moving in the torchlight, but you did not catch what it might have been.
I mean,
Down.
you said
Right.
lizard pen. That could be where, stuff happens.
No, it's just lizards. Lizards
And
big
eggs?
for riding. No.
Ooh.
Eggs. This happens after the spawnings.
Where do you keep those?
In women. He he gives you an uncomfortable look as he's been trying to avoid talking about the rattlesnakes and the bees.
Yes, but I didn't think lizard folk were mammalian. Don't you lay eggs?
Yes, but before lay eggs in women.
Well, you can't.
This is not conversation for you.
Well, don't you spawn on the eggs? Like, that how it works?
That's fish, bro.
He's like, it's fish.
Amphibians, right? Lay eggs.
Lizard is not an amphibian, bro. Come on.
I don't know.
Lizard
I'm
is
not
a
an
lizard.
expert.
It is a reptile. It's cold-blooded.
I'm not an expert.
Haven't you ever read zoo books? Come on.
Speaking of lizards,
Books are
and I
expensive.
turn back to the lizard folk. Listen, we need to speak to leader. We heard there was tale of dragon eggs here. Bad dragon. If that is the case, we must confirm or deny that they're actually here. And in order to do that, we need to speak to your leaders. So do you want a big black lizard burning all of your babies?
No,
Burning everything that you own?
no. No dragon.
Then we need to speak to leader.
No. You go. Summer. Come back, Summer. You go now. This is enough. You go. And he seems to be working himself up at this point. He's
Can I come-
very looking alone right now. But go ahead.
Can I reach out to shake his hand? It's like, oh, we hear you.
And he looks very untrusting at this. But he is this a deceptive action or a persuasive action? Are you deceiving him in your intent?
I want to shake his hand. That's intent.
Okay. So he reaches out to take your hand.
Buzz.
All right. So we'll bring up the old combat turn order here. Move all tokens. Clear. Go ahead and throw yourselves on the turn order if you would.
You just had to go and do that.
I don't want to. I just want to knock him
Take
unconscious.
a less aggressive attack.
This wasn't going anywhere. You weren't really moving forward, ball forward there. Yeah, I don't want to kill him. I just want to knock him unconscious. If it does hit, I don't know. 14 will.
Okay. You can attempt to do a. So give me. Hang on. Give me a deception versus his perception, and if you pass it, you will have surprise and therefore advantage.
Oof.
Nope. He was wary and at the last second tried to avoid the shock. And you had a 13? 14. Just not enough. He swings his shield around and bops your hand away.
That's not nice.
Question: is he wearing
Just
metal
trying to
armor
shake his
at
hand.
all, or is he just scales?
He is wearing natural armor and a shield.
I was trying to shake his hand, and he hits my hand away.
He's
How mean is that?
just not a polite person.
That's
Lizard
not
folk,
nice.
not good negotiators. But see here, put this in order. We're gonna get down to Gozer. Gozer took the initiative, and that's gonna bring up then Healy. Healy, you saw Gozer. Actually, Gozer, any additional action for you? Sorry about that.
No, not really. That's rude. Just trying to shake your hand.
Healy.
Okay.
The
See
lizard-
that kind of tone. Just see that this guy's hitting me, taking an aggressive action.
So is this obviously an aggressive action now?
Yes. You saw him swing his spiked shield around to deflect Gozer's hand at the last second.
Okay. Enough of this tomfoolery.
Did he do the ear move? You know.
This is non-lethal, Casey, okay?
Non-lethal.
If I hit.
That is a hit.
That's 7 non-lethal.
7 non-lethal damage. And basically, if non-lethal is what does their last hit points worth of damage, they will get death saving throws, even if they normally don't. That's what we'll play that rule as.
Okay.
So, currently, 7 points of damage bludgeoned
What?
to him.
I thought non-lethal. Is it non-lethal or just knocking him unconscious? He won't get saving throws because he's already unconscious.
Once you knock him unconscious, he'll get death saves, and then you can bandage him up. Either way.
Huh?
I'll double check.
He's
that
a
one.
red bar enemy.
He's a red bar enemy. Normally, he doesn't get death save throws.
Yeah.
You can
All
knock
right.
him unconscious. But at the moment, he's still quite standing. And Thymos.
You know, that was not very nice hitting my friend. And you are not very helpful for everybody. I am sorry.
Ooh, 14 is just going to miss. So very, very close.
Yeah, there is flanking.
There is, I didn't think about it.
Thymos, any additional action, bonus action for you?
Yeah, I'll move up and around behind him.
Okay. And that's going to bring up the lizard folk. The lizard folk watches curiously as you move around him, and then he attempts to shove you back into the pit. And as I frantically double check myself on the combat shoving maneuver, attack action, special melee, knock prone, push it away, no more size larger, correct. Strength, athletics, contested by athletics or acrobatics. So you may go athletics or acrobatics, and you need to beat a 5. Which you do.
Hey, no, not very nice.
He is a multi-attacker, though, so he does get to follow up on the shove. You know what? I think he's going to try it again. 2 shoves. Shove, shove. Like a sumo wrestler. How about a 13?
No.
No.
I'm trying to see if I think I can pass my favorite soul to people. So, favored by the gods.
Take a look.
So, I would like to give him 3.
All
I
right.
was fine either way, but cool.
Yes, and at the bottom of this pit, the pit's about 15 feet total deep, 5 foot of water or so in it, a couple of logs and frogs down in
Nope,
there.
you can't use it on anyone else. It's just me. Sorry, you fall.
Nope. Okay.
No, I don't. I got a 14 to his 13.
Oh, nice, nice.
Yep. Totally fine. Resisting the lizard folks' efforts, he also lifts his head and gives kind of a warbling cry, which was not the sound I was trying to make, but close enough. As Aristana, we find out what you're doing.
Hello.
Oops,
She's
she's
typing.
Yep.
She's mute today. Her mic's
Oh
not
yeah, I
working.
didn't notice that. Sorry, Red.
Yes, we are allowing non-lethals for everything, so you can non-lethal anything. You can have non-lethal fire for some reason. 19 is going to hit. 10 points of damage is a lot, but it is still standing. Hearty things, these lizard folk. Any additional movement or action for you? Okay. That's going to bring up Gozer standing beside the lizard folk.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely non-lethaling this quarterstaff.
We're missing Himo.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. Did
Oh,
not
Himo.
roll.
Yeah, didn't even roll.
Himo, where you at, Himo? Did I miss the roll or did it not come through?
He probably did not come through. Dave, are you sitting out this combat?
We'll get him added back in once he comes around. But Gozer, let's see what you got. 15 will do.
-1.
How do you get negative?
-1.
Because it's on my strength. Should it be on? Can I do it on my dex? Does it matter?
No, it has to be versatile, and the quarterstaff is not versatile.
So do you heal him every time you hit him
No,
with a
it
negative
just
1?
does no damage. Unless if he's two-handing.
Finesse is the word you meant.
Finesse.
Yeah.
So I should not take the quarterstaff.
Yeah.
All right, good to know. I haven't done this in a while.
It's all right. Unless you've got Chalet quarterstaff.
No. Oh, would I have that? Yeah, quarterstaff. No bueno.
No bueno. Yes, the lizard folk sort of laughs at that one, but that brings up Healy. And David, when you get a chance, roll us initiative so I can get you on the order here. Whoop.
We're good.
17.
There you go. 17 is going to be a hit. Healy
Six.
strikes down 6 points. Still non-lethal?
Yes.
All right. You render him unconscious. Whoop. You should roll one. You now have an unconscious lizard man. However, his call did not go unnoticed. And how about we take our 5 to 10 minute break to grab drinks, etc. I will add the other participants to the initiative, and then we'll pick back up from there.
Okay. See you in 5.
Okay, see you in 5. Bang, bang, bang.
Yeah, kerbang, bang, bang. That's actually fun stuff.
What's that?
The 3 things in the lower right or lower left.
Yep. He was not lying to you. Well, not about this. Other lies may have been employed. 1, 2. 3. And on knocking a creature out, yes, if you do the last damage and you do knockout damage for that last batch of damage, you can just knock it to straight unconscious. No death saves needed. So, Lizzie the Lizard Folk, Lizardo. Let's go with
So,
Lizardo.
what are you guys thinking about for a team name?
Sorry, I heard something about team name.
Yeah, we've historically had bad luck trying to come up with names. It's taken quite a while. So just throwing it out there if anyone's had any idea.
No problem, Joe.
Kind of waiting to see if you guys have a signature move before I start trying to think of things to call you. Aside from calling you the Entitled, which is more of a descriptor than a real team name.
Well, we keep on getting referred to as heroes, so perhaps something with that in the title.
What about the Ghostbusters?
Wow. Just wow.
I mean, it's a little on the nose, but sure. I like it, obviously.
Just
Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters!
We could steal Marvel's name, Heroes for Hire.
Could.
Could be simple as something like Greenest Heroes.
the greatest of greenest.
All right, guys, I'm back. Sorry, I had a toilet issue to settle out.
Green meanies? Is that what you said?
Green
Jeez.
meanies? No. I said greatest of greenest.
No, I'm talking to Eris.
Oh.
Yeah. The greenest weenies.
Well.
We could go,
Greeny meanies.
if you go Greatest Greenest, you could say we're GG.
GG. There you go. All right. David, are you back with us? David, are you working on your QWERTY face? Our nobleman's a heavy sleeper. Come on, David.
David!
Uh-oh.
Did the old man fall asleep on us again?
I don't know. Also, he's not the old man, so stop calling him that.
Sorry, it comes from
Makes me feel bad.
comes from him being Perrin. in Strahd.
That's true. That is very true. He was a very old man there. with a voice like honey.
A voice like death.
Death and honey. Give him another minute or two in case he had the extension, and then we will probably kick him into autopilot mode. All right. So what we'll do then is everybody else back? I think I've seen everybody moving.
Best greenest heroes, the BGs.
BGs. Wow. Jeez. So let's kick off combat, and David will catch up as we get time and opportunity from there, or if the work week has overwhelmed him. See how you guys do. Thymos, from the south and west, you hear something bray in response to the call of the lizard folk. You hear something big start shifting and moving around, and other voices speaking in Draconic, saying, "Mount
Back.
up." Hey, he's back. All right. Thymos, what are you doing? Enemies to the south and west. Here. And in this, as you're now standing right next to it with your back, down in here, a couple of frogs, a couple of logs, 5 foot of water. Who knows what sort of murky death awaits you down there?
Yep.
But the lizard folk was intent on shoving you into it.
Yeah.
Take your whiz into it.
No, not that kind of person. Yeah. That will be an interesting shot. Let me double check this real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, plenty of range.
I don't think I could hit a Lizzie. Sorry. Giant lizards.
Yep.
They're meant for riding.
I will move the 30 feet back down, and since this is all lit up with torchlight, I should be able to see this guy.
Sure
No
can.
problem.
Yep.
And just to confirm line of sight, he might have, what,
Plus-
half cover?
+2 on the armor class.
Yeah. And I'm like, no, you don't want to come up here. Stay back. Blast.
He seems like he's going to... Ooh. 17's going to just hit on the nose. How about some damage? That's 5. 5 damage struck. Yeah, he seems incentivized rather than dis.
Yeah, and that was kind of meant to be a, trust me, you really don't want to come up here. Bad things are going to happen.
He sort of slams his sword into his shield and looks like he's really going. Any additional movement, action, etc.?
That was my movement, my action. I have no desire to use my bonus action as of this moment, so I am okay.
All right. That's going to bring up a giant lizard that does nothing. And then
Wait,
the giant...
do we still need Himo? We need Himo on this initiative.
He's on the initiative. He's got a 6.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's right there. 6.18.
I'm just really slow. Told you I slept in.
That's it. And then that brings up the lizard folk who's piloting the lizard. And the lizard dashes
Oh, poor Lizzie.
60 feet. Let's start it moving. Come on. Stop.
Oh, they were both on the giant lizard.
They were both on the giant lizard.
Does that mean that I could have seen the giant lizard?
No.
Okay.
Basically, you were seeing his shoulder,
Gotcha.
and then lizard folk dismounts. I'm gonna have to zoom in because I can't see. And that's 15 feet left of movement. And then he is going to huck a javelin at Himo as the person who's doing stuff.
That'll be a
10,
miss.
Probably not.
Deflect it off to the side with my shield.
You got it. Javelins are not light enough to do 2. So with his free action, he will then draw his heavy club into his hand. Now he'll draw another javelin. So javelin at the ready, spiked shield on the other arm. And Aristana, what you got? Ooh, you got a bunch. That is going to strike 6 points of damage as she fires a short bow into the nearest one. Shot and struck. Aristana, any movement as you move, and that's going to bring up the other lizard folk, who jumps off of the lizard, rushes forward his 15 feet. This one's going to take a shot at the archer, throwing a javelin at Aristana. 11, probably not. Rearms with the javelin, and that's going to bring up Gozer. Gozer, what you got?
Sure. From here, do I have Khalil out of the second, the lizard folk behind? They're both. Yeah, sure. Let's just take out the nearest one.
Nearest one?
Yep.
You got it. Lizard folk, wisdom saving throw. As the bell tolls, fails it.
Takes the 11.
Takes the 11. Well shot.
Of course, this is try not to be lethal.
Still standing at the moment. Oh, and you are trying for non-lethal?
I am, at least. I don't know what everyone else is doing. And then
Okay.
I'll hide behind the other lizard. No, I don't want to be that close. I'm fine where I'm at. I'll just move over here.
Himo, that brings it round to you. You've got a clean shot on the giant lizard, or the lizard folk are behind the statue, or you could move. David,
Right
still
here.
with us?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Oh, there you go.
I'm gonna attack the one that's the weakest.
Okay, straight south of you. You got it. Give me a shot. Ooh, that's a hit, and that's a nice hit. Is this non-lethal or lethal?
I don't know. Let's go on lethal. It's always gonna be easy to kill them afterwards.
Okay. Struck, and he falls unconscious. Healy. Suddenly, the lizard folk are looking like, yeah, you know what? Maybe we should have stayed back there. What are you doing?
I'm going to move up.
Mhm.
My crossbow, non-lethal.
Go for the kneecaps.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. Oh, I missed.
Oh. Lizard folk apparently have weird kneecaps,
Yeah.
and they evade you. And that's going to bring us round to
It's their
Thymos.
slippery gland. It's in the kneecap.
Not sure that's true, but okay.
Of course it is. It's coming from noble information.
Oh, okay. Well, as long as it's got the noble seal of approval.
Yep. I'm going to move up to 20 feet.
Okay.
And
Don't get flanked.
don't care. I am going to swing better.
Which way?
for The one to the north.
To the north. You got it.
However, the giant lizard to the south is going to get my Hexblade's curse.
Okay. Hexblade curse on the giant lizard. He is now cursed.
And then so swing to the one to the north.
And swing into the one to the north.
8, 4,
18
7.
is a hit. 7 is a chunk of damage. Still standing at the moment. Thymos, any movement or action?
That was movement, action, bonus action. I'm done.
You got it. Giant lizard takes a step up, has flanking now, goes to nom on you. Bite attack. 21.
Okay.
4 points of piercing damage struck.
Yep.
Giant lizard looks pleased with itself. Lizard folk is unconscious. Off the turn. Where do you go? Aristana, what you doing? Ooh, 10 is going to miss. Aristana, any movement, go for it. Or bonus action, let me know. And that's going to bring up the lizard folk. Lizard folk, javelin in hand. Going to try javelin melee at Timor. 22 for 5.
I will use my shield to block that.
Okay.
It's a reaction. Give me a moment. There you go.
+5 to the armor class. You got it. That makes it 22 a miss.
That makes 22 a miss.
You got it. He's going to follow up with a spiked shield, smashing it at you despite your own shield. 18.
That'll be a miss as well.
No. Gozer, that brings it round to you.
Yep. Let's try to see where I can get line of sight. Is that good?
Sure.
Or is that
No,
perfect?
Either one. That one's better.
Okay. And again, let's go for a non-lethal attack.
Non-lethal?
Oof. Well, one will be non-lethal.
That's probably going to be non-lethal. Let's see if it rolls down to 0. Yes, it does.
On the save minimum's 1, I thought.
I thought Toll the Dead was all or nothing.
Not when they are damaged. I thought it had a save. I'll find it out. Go ahead.
Yeah, he
Okay.
passed the save.
He did
Yeah.
pass the save. He got a 20.
I understand he passed it. I'm saying I don't think it either. I think it still has.
No, it does not.
Okay,
Okay,
we'll get it checked
cool.
out. In the meantime, Himo.
So let's for me to have
right.
what?
Sorry, go ahead.
What's wrong?
No, I was just agreeing with them. They're right. I'll change the name from on save to something else. You're good to go, man.
I shall move to have line of sight right
Okay.
here.
Yep. Shooting the lizard man.
Yes, 23
Ooh.
shall hit.
Yes, you do. He is still standing, but just barely.
So that was 20, and I'm gonna move back.
You got it. As Himo repositions for optimum shooting, Healy, what are you up to?
Moving to flank.
Moving to flank.
And attacking.
Flanking in. Advantage on the shot.
Yep. There we go. Sorry, for some reason my sheet is not recognizing me.
Please notice me, senpai.
Let's try this again. Hold on. Nope, still not. Hold on,
Healy
guys.
just
Bear with
building
me.
up the anticipation here.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you have to, remove it from your sheet and re-add it.
There we go. 17's a heck of a hit. 8 is enough. The lizard folk fall.
And I will use my 5 remaining for there.
Okay.
Here you go.
And Timos.
I'm sorry, I'm going to move. Casey, sorry, I got 5 more feet. I'm going to move right there.
Oh, 5 more? Oh,
Yep.
you got it.
There you go.
Not really anywhere advantageous for me to get to flank.
No flanking opportunity for you on the lizard at the moment.
That's okay.
Back is to the wall.
So I'm going to swing at it.
Sure. 13 is a
And-
hit. 6 is the first part of the damage.
Yep, and if I recall correctly, he takes an extra 2. Yes, he takes an extra 2 damage from the Hexblade's
From
curse.
Hexblade, yep. So 8 damage struck to the giant lizard. It is still standing.
I am then going to use my movement, so that'll be 10, 15, 20. I'll move 20 feet to there,
Okay.
and that'll be my turn.
You got a giant lizard, looks quite angry at you and attempts to bite once more. 17.
Miss.
And that is going to be all the giant lizard does. Aristana, what you doing? You have a clean shot at the lizard if you wish to take it.
Or make a pet out of it.
Can you drop the bow and use it? You absolutely can. Yep, and you would be able to get into flanking position, so you have advantage. So a rapier attack with advantage.
And
boy,
holy
you
crap.
didn't need it.
Don't you have... Is sneak attack a second level thing, or do you have that from first level?
Yeah, you get it from first.
First level, absolutely. Go ahead and give me sneak attack, doubled damage.
Yep,
on
so
your
roll
dice.
2d6.
Wowzers. And is this lethal or non-lethal damage? That is one dead lizard.
It's a 1d6 for sneak
Uh,
attack at this level.
Crit. She critted it.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah,
Nice. Well done.
she was on it. The lizard is lethal. And being good is a difficult task.
Hopefully,
As
the lizard was not the god they were worshiping.
Nah, you're fine. They don't talk. Giant lizards don't talk. That's fine.
It just boop, down. As the lizard falls and you have your 3 unconscious lizard folk, you do glance amongst one another, having now dealt with the dangers of a deadly dungeon. You feel that you have reached a next level of experience. If you would like to rest before moving on and level up, you certainly may, or you can rush forward
So we keep
and see
going.
if you can encounter the leaders before they have a chance to finish their preparations.
Hmm.
Yeah, I think we should keep going. Might as well.
Yeah.
Can I drag this lizard that's at the top of the stairs down to the other lizards? Make
Sure,
a lizard
absolutely.
file?
And how long are they going to be out for?
At least an hour.
Do we have any rope to tie them up?
I think someone of our group does, actually.
I have hempen rope in my explorer's pack.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you guys
we-
knocked the crud out of them. It'll probably be 3 hours before any of them wake up.
Well, can we tie them to one of these things?
Sure?
Alright, I'll do that.
And do you also have regular hempen rope from your burglar's pack?
Aristana breaks out the good rope.
I got hope. I got hempen rope.
And he was like, nah, they're not worth it.
Do you want to see what else is down here? In the pens?
Yeah, sure. Why not? If they get more of these big guys, they might make good mounts.
Okay.
I'm
As you move
disappointed
along
distance.
past the lizard statue, that toad statue,
Mhm.
you do not feel any of the stones give way. You don't see any of the depressions in the wall that you now look for. This just appears to be the statue as it originally was. The cubby where the giant lizard was resting appears to be just a nest or mount area. There's some food scattered about that the giant lizard was eating, some refuse, and some harness and tack equipment, at least enough, based on the pegs on the wall and the wear in the area that probably 3, maybe 4 lizards total nest here.
Can we take all that stuff?
Sure.
I don't know who's going to carry it, but we can take it.
I want to do a search if possible, Casey. Investigation.
Absolutely. Give me an investigation.
All right.
I'm gonna recuperate my arrow, my single arrow.
So Healy, you don't find anything more. So you're still, it's 3, maybe 4 of the lizards.
Okay.
And recouping the arrows, absolutely. Give the back half your arrows.
I'll grab one of the tacks
Sure.
and saddles.
Yep. It is made for a giant lizard, so modifications be required to scale it down to a horse. But if you happen to acquire a giant lizard, you now have giant lizard gear.
Okay. Is there a weight? Because I know you want us to keep Encumbrance.
We'll treat it just like a normal military saddle. So if you add a military saddle,
Give me a moment. I'll pull it up for you.
you should just be able to look it up and drag it over.
I
Pretty
don't
sure
think
that's
it's. Yeah, it's not in here.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
How could you do this to me?
Hold on.
Roll 20, you let me down.
Waiting for the bookmarks. Adventuring gear. Scroll down a little further, I believe. No. Bouncing vehicles. No. A military saddle is 20 gold pieces and 30 pounds.
All right, 30 pounds.
30 pounds. You have 30 pounds of lizard riding equipment available to you.
Yee and ha.
And 3 little lizard folk in a row, all tied up to the statue, nice and secure.
I don't know if anyone else wants one, but one is probably my limit.
Me, I can't carry much.
Yeah, no
What I
thanks.
have is a struggle.
Yeah, one's my limit. I don't know. Maybe the noble would like to carry one.
Yeah, I shall grab one
Nice.
if I could.
Absolutely. There are still 2 sets of riding gear on the wall, and then 1 set on the lizard itself. So 3 available to you. I've heard 2 claims so far.
I'll take the
like the-
one on the actual lizard.
Okay.
That's a better one. It's already wore in.
It also has like blood and guts on it.
It's authentic.
Yeah, there you go.
Authentic. It adds value to it.
There you go. Adds character.
You you commoners wouldn't know that though.
Yeah, of course not. We're so lucky to have you.
So how is this thing called?
Call it a lizard riding saddle.
And it weighs 20 pounds, 30 pounds.
30 pounds. It's worth
30
20
pounds.
GP.
You got it. So ahead of you, the room that has the pit in it full of water, frogs, and logs, and then 2 sets of doors. The doorway to the north you can see ends in rubble. It looks like that half of the shrine or temple had collapsed, but the one to the south seems to carry on, and you can see torches down in that direction.
I'm sorry to go back. It's 30 pound and 20 gold, or the other way around.
It's
30 pounds,
30
20 gold. Assuming you can find someone who wants to ride a lizard.
Yeah, I could do that. Yeah, I could see that being something I could do.
Yeah. It's worth even more if you sell it with a matched lizard.
You got that right. It's too bad we killed that one.
Well, somebody was a little enthusiastic.
I know.
He said, but this is just animal. Let's move on.
You got it. So Thymos on the stairs, Gozer and Aristana and Himo at the bottom of the stairs. Healy still checking out the toad-like statue also facing to the west. Daimon looks like has been volunteered to be the explorer.
Well,
yes.
him and Healy need to be up front because they have the AC.
Did anyone check what the content of their pocket the lizard folks had?
That's a good point. Let's do that.
Sure. Lizard folk were carrying 4 javelin each. Each had a spiked shield on them and a heavy club.
So that spiked shield. Any
Sure.
benefits over a normal shield?
Nope. Standard shield just with spikes on it.
Okay. Then not interested.
No gold?
Small amount of gold on them. Hang on a second here. Uh, 11 gold total. 2 in one pocket, 6 in the other, 3 in the third.
So that's everybody 2 and one has 3.
I added to pile. We split.
Okay. I'm gonna keep an eye on you.
We do have to carry it, so it's best to split it now.
Well, in
Did you
that
say
case, we
it
have
was-
a total of 15 gold to split up between the 5 of us. So,
Where did the other four come from?
kobold.
So let's just split it up now if we have even 15.
Or, no, not kobold, cultist.
Yeah,
Sorry, memory
yeah,
bad.
If we have an even 15, let's just split it now.
Yeah, that's good. So
Yep,
5
3
each.
gold per... 5 each. There's 5 of us.
Three each, sorry.
Done.
There. Now that
And
we have
done.
money taken care of. Let's move on.
I'll take a jav.
Sure. Javelin available to you.
I must say, you look ridiculous carrying those sandals on your back, though.
Let's continue.
All right, Thymos, you step up to the edge, 15-foot drop, last 5 foot watery. You see the logs of the frogs and the murky, murky water.
He's going to go up.
Whoop,
This is-
freeze. Healy.
Yeah.
Which way did you go?
This way. I am where I am.
Okay,
Keep moving.
gotta keep moving. Healy, we're gonna move you back a little bit. I need a DC 10 dexterity saving throw, please.
All right. I will give myself guidance.
No guidance
No,
on this
that's
one.
right. That's right. Yeah.
Didn't know it was coming.
Oh,
Oh boy. Healy, I need a strength, a acrobatics or athletics, your choice. Your DC is a 15.
Does a 4 do it?
A section comes away from the wall, shoving Healy forward as he steps on one of the plates. He falls. Aaron, but you know what? Let's find out. So let's bring up a turn order here. Eris, I see you do want to try and grab him. Let's see how fast you can get to him. I'm going to remove all turns, add that in here. Go ahead and give me some initiatives. Because the water gets very agitated as those logs start moving.
Whoa. Those are not logs, sir.
Those,
But those would be lizard rideable.
well, I guess it depends on how dedicated you are to riding them. Those are the much rumored crocodiles.
Oh, these are interesting creatures. Never seen them before. They look just like logs.
They did look a lot like logs till they started moving. The frogs have nothing to do with the combat. They're just trying to stay out of the way of the teeth. The logs, however, would like to bite some folk. So let's see how fast our logs are. Log number 1, where you at, buddy? Don't want the frog.
So Casey, if you made this dungeon, I raise my hat to you.
This is a Casey original. This is my new toy that I bought, which is the Dungeon Tile set, and a gift that I got, which was the Trap set. So you can thank.
So
Captain,
also
thank
known
Captain
as we're gonna have to check for trap because he likes them.
Well, you have your auto checks on the traps. That's what your dexterity and your other sets are. So there's not a lot you can do to catch them before the first one goes off. But Himo, you as Healy gets kicked into the water, have the first go. Eris, unfortunately, you're not going to get to him before at least one of the crocodiles gets a chance to do something. Himo, what do you do as you see a segment of the wall shove Healy into the water? And
I mean, would it be possible for me, being the fastest one, to rush in and try to grab him?
So it's about 10 foot down, so I'm going to need you to make a strength athletics to grab him and pull him back up if you wish to make that attempt.
Did you say acrobatics?
I don't know about acrobatics. Acrobatics, if you want to jump in there with him, sure.
Okay, then never mind.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna try it just for the heck of it, but I got like 0 modifier on it, so the chances are pretty slim.
Okay.
You're better than most of us.
So rush on up in there. And Healy, do me a favor. What is your total encumbrance right now? Should be on your sheet there. Total weight.
That's you, Joe.
I know. I'm sorry. It's 141.74.
Okay, 141.74. You are carrying a lot. That's going to set the DC at a 15. So we're going to need you to beat a DC 15 on that athletics to hoist him up out of there.
Can I give him guidance? No, I can't. Ugh.
Nah, don't have a turn yet.
Yeah.
Ooh, no. So Healy, with your turn, you reach down, you grab hold, and you start to
No,
hoist,
no,
and
no.
he's like,
That's not me.
Wait,
that's
that's-
them.
oh, no,
that's-
sorry. Sorry.
I haven't rolled yet.
Himo, I need the athletics.
Boom!
Oh, boom. Indeed. You grab, you hoist, you pull, and here's the one problem. Healy, if you are going to agree to go along with him, that's going to take you out of range of the crocodile, so it will get one bite at you. Do you wish to accept the lift and get the opportunity to attack?
Yeah, bring it.
Bring it. Crocodile tries to bring it. Boom.
He brought it.
He brought it. I need a DC 12 athletics check from you, or tug of war is going to be played with Healy. Healy.
Yeah, bullshit tonight.
Please take 7 points of piercing damage. Himo, you do have Healy. You are holding him in the air, but the crocodile is dangling from his leg and will not let go. You can see it's trying to start its little roll motion, but hasn't had the opportunity to do so. Mecha-leka-hi, mecha-hiny-ho, Himo-ho. Little reference back to the... what's the genie's name? Was it just Genie?
It was Genie.
Was it Genie? There we go.
Was it?
I don't
maybe.
know.
So, okay, so I mean, I've not. This is about simple interaction, right?
Nah, this is... All right, so we'll call that a simple. Sure. So what's your action?
So, as an action, I'm gonna try to, grab him off of the croc and put him on the tile beside me.
You're just in tug of war time right now. So you could action like a... all right, we'll call that a grapple break. We'll make it a contested strength. Sure. Give me another athletics, and you are up against El Crocodilio.
Jambi.
Jambi. There you go. El Crocodilio does not let go. So Healy is stretched between them. Himo, that is action and free action.
I'm done.
Alrighty. That's going to bring up our next Crocodilio, who just crams up next to, but cannot get to Healy over its brethren. You see it scrabbling up and then falling down, trying to bite at Timo, but nothing doing. It's just waiting for somebody to come into range. Gozer.
Sure. So let's kill this thing. I think that's the best defense, right? Best offense.
Best defense is a solid offense. Ooh. 23 is a solid hit. 10 points of damage struck. It looks rough, but does not fall yet.
And I just give them encouraging words. You guys can do it.
They can do it.
God, that
And
shitty
Timo.
roll.
Yep. Give me one moment. I'm supposed to have more hit points than I do.
Okay.
That's plus.
Oh, from the killing the hex thing. Yep.
Yep. Okay. Yeah, I will.
And they
Eldritch.
are... Okay, good. I would say they're 10 feet down, so if you want to melee attack, it'll be jump down. But Eldritch Blast, advantage from the guiding bolt.
I'm actually going to Toll the Dead as a wisdom save. Does that give him disadvantage on that from Guiding Bolt?
No.
Okay. Does that? So I'm assuming that does not negate the effect of Guiding Bolt for the next attack that hits it.
Would not.
Okay. Then yeah, I will Toll the Dead, the crocodile,
Tolling the dead, the crocodile.
and it will take 3 if it fails.
It will take... Why will it take... Hang on. Okay,
Because
it fails. And
It's 2 separate dice.
Yep.
So if it's missing health, it takes the whatever the D12 is.
You got it. It took it, and it is angry.
And that was action. Don't have any bonus actions. Yeah, I'll just sit tight right where I'm at.
You got it. Aristana, that brings it to you. Picked up your... Yep, got you. You got your bow. Can you reach down and touch the croc? No, the croc is about 10 feet down. It's exactly 1 Healy length away.
Shoot it, though. Kill the bastard.
Oh, you can definitely shoot.
$10 feet, that means the javelin would reach.
Ooh.
Oh, wait.
Nice.
Advantage. Nice, that's
Yep.
a crit.
Oh,
Absolutely a
yeah,
crit.
definitely.
Nice.
And that's 10. So you have already ended its life even before applying any sneak attack damages. Crocodilio is no more. Healy is now freed of its grasp. Healy, you can climb up or you can drop down, your choice, or you can hang there. What you doing?
Yeah, I got 50 points, so I'm climbing up.
Also, the javelin would reach, guys.
Yep.
Sure would. Healy, you can stand anywhere except for the one straight south of you, because there is a big old wall in the way. Where are you moving to, and then what you doing?
Right there, I'm going to pull out my light crossbow. And I can't fire this round because I pulled out the weapon, right? So
No, you can fire. You can draw and fire.
it's going to get one.
Free action draw, action fire. No, that's a miss though.
Yep, that's it. I'm done.
Crocodile. That one is no longer on the turn order. Himo, it is up to you. What you doing? The croc doesn't seem like it can reach you at this point.
Do I have an advantage on it? No.
You do not. This is just normal shot if you want to take it.
What's the danger I would face for animal handling or something like that?
Probably losing a hand would be the danger level.
There you go. Decision's taken.
That is a hit, and that is some damage. An arrow sprouts from it, but it is still attacking. I'm
just to hold for a minute there. I added that thing that the ammo should be followed by the Jesus.
The ammo tracking?
Yes, but it doesn't work.
I've never tried that one myself, so I'm not sure how that works.
Yeah, it's been buggy and requires a specific API, I believe, which we don't have integrated.
Okay, I can look at getting that added for us later. But at the moment, the crocodile is going to attempt to build up speed and jump 15 feet in the air to get itself out of the pit. It needs a DC of 15 on this.
Only place it can stand is on top of me.
Bloop. Why is it can only stand on top of you?
Because now he's hanging half over.
Okay.
And also, I'd like to point out crocodiles have really short legs.
Yep. He just and made his way up there. He swam around a little circle, thrashed his way up the wall, and is precariously balanced on the ledge. And Gozer.
Yeah, that's not cool.
Ooh, DC 13 wisdom saving throw on the crocodile.
And
Does
it will
not
take
pass.
the 7.
Takes the 7.
I'm just
What a
gonna,
shot.
gingerly. You guys got this.
Timos, this crocodile is making an effort to make a nuisance of itself. What you doing?
I want to turn him into a new wallet.
Ooh. That is quite the hit, and that is quite the slash, and that is a dead crocodile.
All right.
Is those things babies?
The frogs? No, the frogs are frogs.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
And the frogs at this point are just like slowly working their way up the wall. They're just frogs.
We should come back for these things later. I've heard that crocodile is good eats.
Can we? I'm thinking if we take the head, that certainly would show what kind of great heroes we are.
Perhaps.
I agree.
We could just take the all back.
The what?
Take the whole thing back.
It's too heavy.
Yeah, I'm sure between all of us we could carry it. Think of the food.
Yeah, I don't think
Rations
we
for
have.
days.
We don't have a cart. It's just a lot to have. That's a very big burden.
Hard pass from me.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm up for taking the head though.
I mean, I suppose if you want to take head, we can.
Sure. I'd like to take the head.
Okay. It takes a little hacking and thwacking, but you can take the head. Are you doing that now, or are you moving forward and coming back for it?
Up to the group.
I see we move forward and come back for.
Yeah.
So are we gonna take the rest now or not?
I mean, doesn't seem like we are.
Who knows if the other ship
Red,
is
give me a
safe.
religion check if you would. Or Eris, sorry. Old habits. Yeah, you just make up whichever answer you want, and you're absolutely sure about it. You are confident in your... Yes, they are 100%. And the frogs and the logs. It's all important to them. So what we're going to do, it is 11:36. This next little bit is probably going to be a little messy. So what I'd like to do is let's pick that one up when we come back for next week's episode. I will ask you guys to level up your characters, but do not gain back spell slots or hit points unless you take your rest. So if you gain a new spell slot or new hit points, you have those, but you don't regain the ones that you are missing right now. You also get any abilities, etc. And then that will take us into our final battle, which will be, we're off next week, so it'll be the following week. So 2 weeks from now, our now level 2 party will face the lizard folk. And if you guys decide you would like to take a long rest to be at full strength, you may certainly do so. We'll just make that decision before we pick back up. And a woot from Aristana.
Okay, so did we go exactly to 300?
I will give you guys the
Yeah,
exact experience as soon as I finish my math. You guys had passed 300 in defeating the lizard folk, the traps, and the giant lizard. The
Rolling for
crocodiles were
health.
bonus. What's that?
Rolling for health, and I won.
Oh, hey, that's a good roll. Solidly above average.
You know what? I'll push my luck for this first level too.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's scary. I don't think I can do that.
I got the average.
Nice.
Actually,
No,
I
you're
think I
above
got
average.
one better than the average.
Yeah, you're
One
above.
better. Yeah.
That's scary. No thanks. Not with my rolling.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
No,
I'm good with that.
And I hope you guys have been enjoying the little dungeon I threw together here.
Yeah, it's nice. It's good.
Yeah, it's really nice.
So, to confirm, we get the hit points from the level up. We just don't regain any missing ones.
Correct. So if you just gained 8 hit points, you have those 8, but you do not have whatever you might have been missing.
Okay. So if I was full health, I'd still be at full health.
You got it. Thanks, Red. Eris. Okay. It'll be a little while before I get that one straightened out.
I get action surge.
Yeah.
I get Eldritch Invocations.
level 2 is fun for most people.
And a second spell slot.
All sorts of neat things kicking in.
Were we alive?
Are you
What do you mean?
alive?
Were we playing
Yeah, we
alive?
were streaming.
Yep, we were streaming. And I'm about to
Still are.
Yep, still are. So cussing will last forever. But actually I'm gonna stop the stream right about now.
Thanks for tuning in, people.
Yeah. And kaboom.